I'm really excited to talk to you today because I went to Amazon and got a present for myself. Ta-da! I'm looking up lino printing and things like that on YouTube. Got myself a box. I'm always a fan of starting with a kit. So we've got a tray for squeegeeing onto, instructions. This confused me for a little bit, but you put it, when you're printing something more than once, you sort of butt it up against that so you know that you're putting it in the same place every time and you're not doing weird 3D effects. I thought it came with black, but it actually came with bronze because it's a special Christmas one. Christmas bronze? I don't know. A precious stampy stamp. Oop. That theoretically opens up. Little roly roll, so you roll out the ink and then you roll it onto the thingy and print. And it's got rectangular pieces, more stuff for carving, and this, which is weird circular pieces that you can stick on there. I don't know, yeah. Seems a bit over-engineered, but I'm going to give it a try. Oop. Okay, and there we've got all our little carvy things. So you put them in some way. God knows. Ah! And you actually have something that you can carve out with. Turns out the big red Pac-Man was actually a guard for cutting towards yourself. But we don't do that here. We're a concussion household. When I have to think of something to draw on the go, I've always favoured butterflies. You can just make up most of the details. I quickly discovered that starting with little details wasn't a good idea. I also found out some of the gouges were seriously blunt. How about just doing a heart? That seems nice and easy. I stamped into the sketchbook I used to document my washi tape addiction. I could definitely use a bit more practice working with the paint. And setting up the camera so you get more than a close-up of my sleeve. I tried carving with the tools in my cheap kit, but they were a bit blunt in places. So Dad went and got me an early birthday present of a load of wood carving tools and a sharpener that I can use on all of them. He also lent me a book so I can learn how to do it. I'm probably going to practice on the cheap ones because I'd really rather not ruin the good ones, but got to get there at some point. Yes, I said birthday present. Yes, I meant Christmas present. My brain turns to mush without a script. At least I have my fizzy stone to cheer me up. I jumped straight into sharpening the V-shaped parting tool, because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing badly. Sticking with the bug theme for the final project, I think making patchwork hexagons has given you bees on the brain. I only stabbed myself once during the whole thing. For me, that's actually quite good. You might notice I don't actually use any V-tools for this. That's because they're really hard to sharpen at the angle. I did order a special sharpening stone that you can run along the inside, but it arrived in pieces. I'm blaming the pressures of pre-Christmas post, and I think I did a decent job with just a straight blade. I added fluff to the bee's body by making slits with the knife, but I couldn't know if it worked till I used the stamp. I attempted to add veins to the wings, but realised about halfway through that it's past my skill level. I do understand now why people colour the surface. When everything is grey, it's hard to predict the final result. I printed the bee with the same ink and paper for easy comparison, but I can really see it being useful with fabric paint for further projects. I really loved doing this. The only thing that let me down was my drawing skill. I'm lost when I'm not copying something, and that's something to work on. I also realised I haven't told you my name.